everyone, it's AJ, Movie Al, back for a quick opening. Now before I begin, please consider subscribing, clicking that notification bell, giving me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below and I'll be sure to get back to you. So today I'm going to take a look at the 4K release of the Chloe Grace Moretz movie, Shadow in the Cloud. Yeah, so this is the German release, 4K. The film is unavailable here in the UK currently, as far as I'm aware. I'm pretty sure that when it does come out, it'll probably just get a straight to DVD release, no Blu-ray or anything like that. So this is it. So I'll get the plastic off and let's take a look. So here we go. So what I'll do is I'll put it down and we'll take a look at this. This is the MEDIABOOK version. So yeah. Okay, so as I said, this is a German release, hence the rating logo there. This is the MEDIABOOK release that was released a short while ago. You can get it on standard Blu-ray or 4K release as well. But I like the style of the MEDIABOOK, the art on it, which is the art of the plane in the film. So let's take a look, shall we? So obviously it's got a J card. I've removed the stuff already, so we'll get that off. So there's your J card. Like so, obviously it is in German, but the film does play in its English language track, obviously. So set that aside. So here we have the front of the MEDIABOOK, and the side, there's the logo on the side, and the back, the Fool's Errand. The Fool's Errand is the name of the bomber in the film. So anyway, so if you haven't seen the film, basically Chloe Grace Moretz, she's sort of on an important mission, gets herself onto this B-52 bomber to be transported somewhere with this cargo that's top secret, and while she's there the plane starts suffering problems, and there's this creature in the clouds that's come on board like gremlin style thing. Gremlins being the sort of that pilots used to blame problems on when their planes had malfunctioning difficulties during the war. So let's take a look at the inside. So I open up the first part. Obviously there we have one of the discs. That's the 4K disc, sorry, right there. And at the back you have the Blu-ray. Both different art, which matches the style of the inside of the MEDIABOOK, as you can see. So that's the main poster for the film. That's probably what would be on the cover of the standard DVD Blu-ray. And I'll flick through the book. Obviously there is text. The text is in German, unfortunately, but you got some nice pictures. The film came out about a year ago, I believe, thereabouts. It was towards, or maybe approaching a year. Little fanfare, sort of came out of nowhere. So yeah. That's that. I'll talk a little bit about the film itself, but that's the cover. Lovely art. Like I said, that's the image that's on the side of the plane in the film itself. But yeah, so let's talk about the movie. Now, I have seen the film. I've seen it twice. It's an okay film. I think it was heavily, when it was being made, the coronavirus had an impact on the film. There's some choices towards the start where you don't really see the characters together. They're all separated. A lot of them are filmed on a dark background. It's quite odd, the start. Chloe Grace Moretz's character ends up being trapped in the belly of the plane, in the gunner's position on the underside of the plane. So and a lot of the talking amongst the characters is done through the radios. So you can see that these people didn't actually have to be together during the filming. So I'm wondering if it was being filmed during the early days of the virus. yeah, as the film gets into the second half, the characters come together more. There are some very ludicrous action set pieces. I mean, first time I mean, you can see it in the trailer. You know, you'd be shaking your head. There's a bit where she falls from the hole in the plane, and the plane below her blows up, and the explosion throws her back up through the hole. You know, it's laughable. Is the film any good? It's, you know, it is what it is from this sort of a film. I didn't feel the effects were too bad. The effects were okay. Not the greatest. The creature at the end didn't look too bad. I'll give them that. I'll give them props for that. Chloe Moretz does the best she does. She can with a role. She's better in this than what she was in Tom and Jerry. But yeah, so overall it's an okay movie. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it to anyone. I would say if you're going into it, know that you're going in to see sort of like B-movie, schlockfest type nonsense. But yeah, so that's just my thoughts on the film. But that's the MEDIABOOK, which is a lovely, lovely release. I mean, it's got a lovely feel to it. It's got that sort of rough, sort of leathery look to it that books would have. Yeah, so have you seen this film? I doubt it, because not many people did. If you have, what did you think of it? But yeah, so leave me a comment down below. Thank you. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.